Alrighty, we are back with the Mario Matter episode 8. That's a 1, but we are back with episode 8. We have some stuff to talk about. I waited a little bit. It's been like 2 weeks since the last episode. I waited a bit because there wasn't much news other than the Direct, which was also pretty underwhelming. So I didn't make one right away. But we have some stuff, some weird stuff. It's not weird, but like, it makes no sense. So, I'm happy to be back doing this. It feels so good just recording an episode. Fun times. Any personal gaming stuff to talk about? Best controller ever? I don't think so. New, you guys might know, I have my fireplace back there normally, but as of posting this today, it is fall. So, we have a fall screensaver, and there's a piece of plastic stuff on the ground. Okay, we're back. It's in the trash. That plastic will never bother me again. Please don't. Now, I want to start with a recap on the Nintendo Direct that happened September, was it 13th? 13th, I believe. I'm not going to talk about it for too long, as I said, because it happened 2 weeks ago. It's all kind of digested. But I've only ever watched like 4 Directs, my first one being February in 2021. Yeah, that was the first one, I believe. Just because when I was younger, I never like paid attention. I would see what comes out on TV commercials. I would see what comes out at GameStop. Like I would see like the upcoming games list. That was how I knew, or my brother would tell me, because he paid attention and still does. But now that I pay attention, I've watched 4 Directs. Out of the 4. I think it's 4. Yeah, no. Oh, maybe 5. It's 5. Out of the 5, that is by far the worst one I've ever seen. Now, I want to clear up because someone's gonna kill me. It's not the worst Direct ever, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not. But out of the last 5, certainly it's the worst one, right? Zelda, cool. Pikmin, cool. No Tomodachi. Okay, now, this is a mess. I didn't need Tomodachi Life, but like, normally they would have like 2 more good games. They announced updates for like 3 games. Splatoon, Strikers, and Switch Sports. 3 updates for games. No new games. Like, come on! I was hoping for some port. I mean, we have the Kirby thing, but like, I've already played that game. Like a port that everyone wanted. Like a high demand port. Like a Tomodachi Life, like shoot, there was some other game that everyone wanted to get ported. It was by Nintendo. I forget, but like a high demand port. Dreamland is cool. The game was good, but no one really like requested that or anything, right? Like I don't think it's necessary. So yeah, I didn't think it was good. The best announcement in there for me was I mean, yeah, it was Zelda. It was Zelda, and then Pikmin, and then, you know, everything below that was kind of just equal. Segueing into my next topic. And I talked about this in a YouTube short, but this deserves to be talked about on the Mario Matter, because, like, I don't know. I don't understand this. I don't understand why Nintendo does this, because they're playing with my feelings. And I don't absolutely, certainly, positively love when they do this. So, Nintendo has done this a lot. Before everything shut down back in 2020, before all of that kind of stuff, they've been doing this. Nintendo, dear Nintendo, don't say that you're releasing a game in a certain year, and then delay it to next year. Things happen when you're making a game. Totally fine. I understand and I can wait. But if that's the case, don't say that it'll be a certain year and then not have it be a certain year. Your other counter argument could be they didn't know that they needed more time. They probably thought that it would be totally okay. This has happened for Breath of the Wild Animal Crossing New Horizons, Switch Sports, and I thought of so many others. I thought of tons of others last night. Pikmin 4 is next. That game is not coming out in 2023. They didn't even show us any gameplay footage. That game is not coming out in 2023. They showed us a trailer of like Pikmin Land, whatever. That game is not coming out. I was gonna say that I would bet on it. No, I'm not betting on it. But I'm not excited for Pikmin 4 just yet. It's not coming out in 2023. It is not. I will say it right. It's not. In 2024, we're gonna replay this clip before it comes out. It's not coming out in 2023. Like it's a trend. It is a trend. Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing, Switch Sports, Fall. Oh, by the way, these Switch Sports, they announced golf as a fall update. It's now coming out in the winter. Okay, but like even for that, Switch Sports, yeah, give them more time to make the game perfect. They're adding golf. They already made this in Wii Sports and Wii Sports Club. Well, I guess it was the same thing, but they already made this game. Got to put it in Switch Sports. They announced it in February that they would have a golf update. It's almost October. You're not done? You're not done adding one sport. Okay, like I don't make games. I would have no clue. But don't say it's going to happen in fall and not have it happen in fall. Come on. Come on. I can get maybe why you thought that. It is just one sport. It is one sport. It is golf. If they were adding basketball, boxing, and golf, take until next summer. But golf, come on. This can't take more than 7 months to add. Come on. Anyways, personal rant right there. I was looking so forward. I was so looking forward to it, just for it to be delayed, which is okay. As I mentioned, delays happen, but they happen so often over at Nintendo. I don't know what's going on there, but it's just like it's not organized. It's not organized, and so not my favorite thing when they reveal what year things are coming out. The only way that I will believe them is when they put an actual release date. They have not delayed one of those in forever, like a month, day, and year. When they give a total exact date, then they're pretty sure. But if they just put a year, dude, it's never right. Animal Crossing, they gave an exact date that came out. Switch Sports, when they do give an exact date, it'll be out. Breath of the Wild 2, or I can now call it Tears of the Kingdom, that'll be out. What was it, May 12th, 13th, something like that? I think it was the 13th. I'm sure that'll be out that day. But you just can't keep saying it'll be out in 2023 and then not have it come out. Pikmin 4 is not coming out in 2023. If it does, it'll come out in December because they'll like rush it out. But I mean, hey, you know they shouldn't do that because you know what they say. What's it? A rushed game is forever bad, but a delayed game is eventually good. Was it Miyamoto who like supposedly did he actually say that, or is that some like fake quote? I'm gonna put it on the screen. Was that some like fake quote, or did he actually say that? If it was even Miyamoto, I forget who it was. Did he really say that? I don't even remember. I mean, I wouldn't remember. I wasn't there. I don't know. I wonder. Someone let me know if he said that. Next, a little more on the Direct, but not like a review on it, just like something else that shocked me. I have something else to talk about too. So the big rumor was yes, we were getting a Twilight Princess and or Wind Waker port. Neither happened. which they're not necessary because we got a release date now, so we can just wait for that. But I mean, I really thought that we would get a port of one of those games. I thought that we would get the trailer. I thought that, you know, they would say the release date, and then they would announce right after, also, this game is coming to the Switch in excitement, like to build up to it. And they would show one of those games trailers and happy days, you know. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of those. So, unfortunate to say the least. But I mean, I have to say that I expected that. I didn't like. I did and I didn't, because I said that I did, but now I'm saying that I'm saying that I didn't. I did and I didn't. What the heck? Hold on, guys, come look. Hold on. This person doesn't know what Play Vital is. Play Vital. I always make these videos on the worst Switch accessories. If you want to get the best accessories, you get them at Play Vital, and only Play Vital. Here are just some of their accessories. Some Switch protective cases, getting that fall spirit, getting that winter spirit, or even summer spirit, along with snazzy Joy-Cons. They have the best accessories, and I found so many amazing things on their site. Even this Switch dust cover. You put this over your Switch's fan so that no dust gets in it. Sounds unnecessary? Not at all. My Switch fan seriously broke. Here's the proof. Because there was too much dust in the fan, it caused it to break and overheat. You want one of these. No. You need one of these. You obviously put it on when you're not using the Switch, and it is protected, and you will never need to get it repaired for the fan. But that's not even all. They have so many things. Dock shells, Switch shells, thumb grips. Everything you could ever imagine is over at Play Vital. Not even just Nintendo Switch, not even just PS5, not even just Xbox, but Steam Deck too. Play Vital is the best. Call this an ad, call it whatever you want. Once you're at their site, you will literally see, you will fall in love with every item there. Just click it. Just click it. And then after you click and then fall in love with something, you can use code MSWIZZLE for 10% off your purchase. So yeah, Play Vital, the place for your Switch and all gaming accessories. Now, back to the podcast. I thought it would be in there because it makes sense, but I also didn't think it would be in there because if it's going to release in spring 2023, it's a little short notice to put a whole Zelda game on the Switch and then release the new one. I don't know, that's just what I think. So I didn't expect it, but yeah, we didn't get it, and we probably will never get another Zelda game. Guys, this is probably the last Zelda game on the Switch. It's the Switch is almost 6 years old. Nintendo consoles never really go past 8 years of lifetime, maybe 9 if you're the... No. They never really go past 8 years of, you know, just one console. So, that'll probably be the last Zelda game on the Switch. So, you better enjoy it, because it's the last one until, if I had to guess, 2025, 6, something like that. So, I also want to talk about the last episode. The big thing I was talking about at the end, the big thing I was, like, you know, discussing, was the Nintendo leakers that have insider information as to when directs will be, when, you know, what games will be announced. So what happened with the direct has got me a little bit closer to believing these Nintendo leakers. I was 0% convinced, now I'm like 25%. Because one of them, and I forget the name, I'll put it on the screen or something. One of them got the date right. One of them got the exact date right. It was announcement Monday, direct Tuesday. Someone got that right. I'll put it on the screen who it was. One of them got that right. So, whether it was lucky or not, I'm gonna start following this guy and start reporting things that he says, because he got that right. So, we'll see if his future leaks are right. Hopefully they are. But yeah, otherwise, like these Nintendo leakers, I'm 25% convinced. I don't see it as like the same thing, because like there's not really like any sources close to Nintendo as there would be like a sports team. There's no like close sources, you know, like information doesn't get out easy. That's why nobody's expected Pikmin 4. There were no leaks of Tears of the Kingdom, like the title. There were no leaks of most of the stuff in that direct. So, yeah, I'm not convinced. We are working there though. We are getting up there. So, that's all for the direct talk. Ugh, man. It was just so underwhelming. Like, I didn't like the whole direct. I was sitting in my chair, waiting for that big bang announcement. For me, it was Tomodachi Life. I thought that we'd totally see Tomodachi Life. It would do numbers. Fan favorite. Everyone loves it. I thought, like, it wasn't even a question, Tomodachi Life. I was just anxious to see if it was true. No Tomodachi Life. Come on. No Tomodachi Life. Not much that I really liked. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to buy Zelda. I'm going to buy Pikmin 4. I'm going to buy some of those games. There was one more I thought of. There was one more. Oh, Kirby Dreamland. I'm going to buy these games. But, like, there's normally, like, you can pick out a game in each direct that you love. I didn't have that game. I didn't have that game where I'm like, oh my gosh, best thing ever. I didn't have that. I have that in every single direct until now. Last one was Switch Sports. The one before that, last September, was Animal Crossing, Brewster update. One before that, I know there was totally Mario Party Superstars, and the one before that, Super Mario 3D World, and was it Miitopia? And Miitopia. Both of the wait, no. It wasn't 3D World. 3D World was not shown in that direct. It was like around that. It was like around the same time though. It was Miitopia. It was just Miitopia. You know, 3D World like released that February. I got it mixed up. Sorry. So yeah, it was. I could always pick out one game that I loved. This one I couldn't. So disappointing, but it is what it is. You know, we move. Who knows when the next direct will be? I'm hoping like December. Show off some like games for the summer, but it also makes no sense because they've done directs in like February for like the past two years. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do another one in February, and also if that is the next direct, that would make sense. But otherwise, let's just move on from direct talk. I have nothing else for the direct. Okay, I have two other topics. It's a pretty slow news week, really. I can like tell you some small things. I can tell you that Sonic Frontiers, don't buy it on the Switch. Do not buy Sonic Frontiers on the Switch. Don't. If you have a PS5 or Xbox, buy it there. If you don't buy it on the Switch, it'll be fine. But otherwise, if you can, do not buy it on the Switch. Pokemon. Let's make this a big topic. Pokemon. So, do you guys remember this series or this show on Nintendo's on their YouTube channel called Nintendo Hour? Of course I don't. It was called Nintendo Minute. It was called Nintendo Minute, and there were these two hosts, Kit and Krista. Very nice people. Very, very cool people. Long story short, they left Nintendo because their San Francisco, I believe, office closed. They go on, make a podcast, make a whole YouTube channel, and this leads to, on one of their podcasts, they talked about a story. They told a story about how they had an idea for Nintendo Minute where they were going to do a Nuzlocke in Pokemon. I assume it's probably Pokemon Sword and Shield, because that was the newest Pokemon game, and that is the newest Pokemon game right now. I assume it was probably for that game. Could have been for Pokemon X and Y. Who knows? So they were telling a story about how they wanted to do that, and they had to run it by the Pokemon Company to see what they think, because obviously the Pokemon Company and Nintendo are two different companies. They're not the same. So they reached out to them. They said, we see this as using hacking. Guys, a Nuzlocke is setting rules to make Pokemon harder. I don't get what the hack is there. But hold on, because we're gonna get to more. We're gonna get to a lot more. I don't get what the hacking is. Like you're not pulling any, you're not cutting any wires, you're not pulling any cords. What is the hacking here? I don't know. So I'm sure somebody said that at the Pokemon Company. Like, you know, some representative said no. They must not have understood what a Nuzlocke is. I need water. So the Pokemon Company responds to these, could you call them allegations? Is that what it's called? Rumors? Let's call them rumors. Rumors that they do not like Nuzlockes. They came out and said something to the effect of, we have no problem with fans and creators using, you know, doing Nuzlockes. We have absolutely no issue. It was probably just a miscommunication, but that's like kind of weird. Like, how do you miscommunicate that? Like, did the guy at Pokemon who responded to them do his research on what a Nuzlocke is? He probably thought, like, you know, hacking the game. That's what it sounds like, honestly. Like, Nuzlocke, some part of it sounds like a hack. I don't know. Nuzlocke. It just sounds like a weird hacking term. Yeah, it must have just been some employee who woke up on the wrong side of the bed, spilled his coffee, and went to work, and was still a minute late. It had to have been some guy like that. Because, I mean, it takes one Google to find out what a Nuzlocke is, and then say, yeah, sure. And by the way, that would have been a banger Nintendo Minute episode. That would have been a banger. As they all are. They're all bangers. But that one would have been cool. So that didn't happen. That was weird. Yeah, it was weird. I talked about it. I talked about that in one of my YouTube shorts. I made 2 shorts on it. One to report it, one to follow up on the Pokemon Company responding. But this is, you know, where I talk about it more in length. More in a lengthy way to talk about all the topics. So that happened. It was weird. I didn't understand it. I don't have much news for you. But I have one more thing that I want to talk about. Warning, the next 20 seconds is me trying to figure out what I was trying to say. And if Nintendo loves me, and if you agree, if they love you, like if you agree with what I'm saying, if they love me, so if they love us, so if they love, okay, let's put it this way. If they love us, they will do this, okay? I kind of want what the 3DS and Wii U was for our next console, but not exactly the same. Like, not a Wii U and a 3DS. Here's what I want. I want a big, powerful Nintendo console that has the same power as the PS5 or Xbox Series, but it's a home console. You can't take it. It's a home console. Just like the Wii, just like the GameCube, just like all those consoles that plug into the wall, you know? And then, same thing, really. I want a 3DS. I want a smaller handheld that I can take places. It's more compact. Cartridges. This is what I want. The reason for it is because, and what like this is what made me want this. The Switch is so underpowered. Do you guys like? Okay, I had Splatoon 3 open, and while it was open, I was scrolling on the Nintendo Switch Online app. There's an app in there, you know, where you like buy the icons and stuff, and like see like all the news. The app is slow and laggy, like always, And it said, slowing may happen, like, it may be pretty slow. Close your game to make it faster. Said, like, PlayStation and Xbox have never had that problem. We just need more power in the console. The Switch is puny. It's the size of like 2 iPhones. It's not very powerful. Like the Wii could do better. The Wii could do better. Not the Wii U, but the Wii could do better. It was faster, stronger. I feel like I'm doing the Lab Rats intro. They're faster, stronger.
They're stronger than us. Faster. Smarter.
No, but like this, it needs more power. It needs more power. And also, if you have more power on your next console, you have the ability to have more third-party games because it is easier for them to bring their game over to your console. For example, if there's a game on the Xbox or PS5 that it's pretty powerful, it's a lot harder to bring it over to the less powerful console, being the Wii U, for example, which is why there was not many Wii U third-party games. That is why. They couldn't really compress it down that low. It was hard, and the Wii U just couldn't handle it. Shocker that they even brought Minecraft over to the Wii U. So yeah, that was like a big reason why the Wii U didn't have any third-party games. That was pretty big. If you make a powerful console, like the PS5, like the Xbox, you don't have that problem. You can actually compete with PS5 and Xbox. More games. Wait, these two go together. There's so many less problems. That's what the Wii U should have been. Powerful, bulky, big console. I don't care if it costs $500. Like the PS5. Like, that's how you compete. We need to be competing, not being different. The Switch sold amazing. No doubt. And it's probably not like the best move for them to do the handheld and powerful console, but that's just like what I want, and that's what would be the best, I think. Like, you have one on the go, one for home. It's cool, man. It's cool. I mean, you can't tell me that if you owned a Wii U and a 3DS, you did not think that both were incredibly cool. Both different user interfaces, everything was so different. Discs versus cartridges, like, it was different, and that's what was cool. Just having different stuff rather than having it all combined into one puny console that can do TV and on-the-go handheld. I don't know. I really miss that Wii U in 3DS era. I miss it. And like, remember how I said earlier in this podcast, Sonic Frontiers is going to be to buy it on a different console, not the Switch. To go more into depth on that, the Sonic Frontiers game on the Switch will be 30 FPS, and I think it's 720p, which is terrible. If you had a powerful console, you could be 1080p or even 4K resolution, which, for those who don't really know what all that means, 720 is like an alright quality. 1080p is like the highest HD quality. 4K is like different breed. It can be a higher quality. And so Sonic Frontiers on the Switch is going to be 30 FPS, 720p. On the PS5 and Xbox, they can go up to 4K and 1080p 60 FPS. The reason being, those consoles are so much more powerful. They are powerful. These Switches puny. They have to compress it. It's 30 FPS and 720p. It's low quality. But, again, if we had a powerful console, this wouldn't be an issue. Now, maybe this is me just hoping for things. Maybe this is me having an unpopular opinion. Maybe I'm the only one that wants this to happen. But that would make me, because right now, guys, honestly, I'm not I'm not happy with the choices and the things Nintendo is doing. I don't like the Switch. Bring back all the old stuff, the themes, the actual folders that you could see on your home screen to organize everything. Home screen music. Everything, man. Bring all that back. That's what made me love your console and have so many memories with it. Guys, I'm going to go on to the next console and have no nostalgia for the Switch. Bring back what made people love your console, man. Come on. I don't know. Like, the Xbox never really had a theme song to play on the home menu, but that's consistent. There never was a home menu song, but on nearly every Nintendo console, there has been a home menu theme. Wii U, GameCube, 3DS, DS, like there's always been one. Switch has none. Disappointing. It's just like I'm scrolling through to see what game I want to play, and it's just so dead. I normally listen to YouTube while I play. I can hear that, but like nothing else. It's just so dead. I don't know, man. I just miss it. I hope that the next console. I certainly hope that it has a home menu theme. And I'm really fishing for a home console. I want a home console that is so powerful. That's what I want, man. I really want that. But anyways, I'll stop going on about home console, handheld, 2 consoles at once. I'll stop. It obviously didn't work out for them. Though I hope that they can find some way to kind of do something like that again. But I just really miss how Nintendo consoles used to be. For all my life, they've always had a theme song that they're all like stuck in my head. I can picture the Wii theme song, the DS one, the GameCube one. They're all stuck in my head. Now I'm going to move on with none for the Switch. Unless they add themes in the next year. That is the only way that they can redeem themselves. That's the only way. It's not too late. They could certainly add themes, which then add music. That they could certainly do that. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But it literally could be any day, like any weekday. They could just tweet out themes coming to the Switch. It could be any day now, like literally any day. We have to see what happens, though. It would be very, very smart to reveal it next month because we're getting into the holiday season. Everybody will want to buy, a Christmas theme, a Halloween theme. It would be very smart to show it off in early October, but I doubt they're gonna do that. And there were some things about like how if they put a theme, it would decrease hardware performance, although that is not true because people have put on their own custom themes through custom firmware, and it's caused no issues. So whether they're working on it or not, I don't know. But that is one thing that I really want on the Switch, and I hope that we get it at some point. But guys, I'm going to end off Mario Matter right there. I hope... I'm not going to do another episode until we have some pretty big news topics. This was this was good today. Don't get me wrong. It was pretty good. But normally I have a little bit of a bigger list. So I'm going to wait until we have some bigger news, until we do the next episode. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's Mario Matter. If you did enjoy, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'll see you guys every single day. 3 shorts every single day. I'll see you guys over in those shorts. Thank you all for your continued support on the Mario Matter. Thank you all so much. I'm tired. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the shorts in the next Mario Matter episode 9. That sounds crazy. I feel like I just started this podcast. All right. I'll see you guys.